Okay, now that we've got ourselves a good fire going, building up a bed of coals underneath this galley pole that we built. We'll talk about that in a few minutes as well. But it's just a set of uprights with forks above the fire that you've got to pull across the top to hang pots and things like that out of. It's called a galley pole. And I've put 2 forks down lower than that, and I've just lashed those 2 forks on. The problem with galley poles is you're generally not going to find several forks on one tree that are equal to another tree, so that when you put them in the ground, you have them level with each other. So I tied 2 forks on additionally at a lower level above the coal bed. And I've got just a Y here that happened to be really nice and straight and nice and long. And I just sharpened this into the Y so that I can slide food up on the Y to hold it in place so that as I rotate it, it won't turn like it would on a single stick. This gives me a spit for my fire. Very easily made, very easily bushcrafted if you look for the right tree as you're traveling around. And then you can keep this in camp. If you got a semi-permanent camp, you can use it over and over and over again. So we're gonna put some meat on here, put some taters on here, and make us a little shish kebab using this Bushcraft skewer right here. Okay, I've got some meat here that I've already marinated to use for this. And I'm just going to punch it through one and then slide it up and punch it through the other one, just like this. And slide that down the skewer, where we're going to be laying about in the middle of our fire so we can turn this as we go. So these potatoes will probably only go on one side of the skewer, because if we try to punch them through both sides, they're probably going to end up breaking the potato. So we'll just slide them down up to where the meat's at, and then we'll put another piece of meat on there, just like this. Drive it through, pull it up to the other one and drive it through. Slide him right up there by that potato. Grab another potato and slide it on there. Just like that. Slide him all the way up next to the meat. Put our potato on there. Get our meat on here. Be in pretty good shape here. Just like that. And there we go. Now, once our coal bed dies down a little bit over here, we've got a secondary rack here with a Y that we just arbor knotted to this pole. That's at the same height as an opposite Y. And we'll put the skewer over that, and then we can rotate the vegetables and the meat as we go, as we're cooking it. I had to carry just a jar of a mixed seasoning here that I make up. I did a video on this a while back. We're just gonna get our meat good and doused with that. Flip it over. Get some on this other side as well. All right, now we gotta do is put this dude on the spit, just like this, and let her start to cook. We're ready to go. Okay, so as I'm cooking this, I'm trying for about a medium heat. So about the level of my food, if I put my palm on here, and it's only comfortable for a couple, 3 seconds, that's pretty high heat. So I've got a little more heat than I want right this second, but that's all right because I just put wood on here about 5 minutes ago, and it's burning down into coals. Once that burns down to coals, and I can put my hand over this comfortably for about 8 seconds, then I'm going to add more wood to bring it back up to a higher temperature again and let it drift slowly back down. And that's how I'm going to cook this meat. And then every time I add wood, I just use that as my timer to turn my skewer as well. That kind of works in conjunction with each other that way. I add wood or change my heat level. I change the position of my skewer at the same time. And that works out really well. Now let's kind of talk about what we've got right here. What I've done is I've found 2 fork sticks out in the woods and cut them off. When I say fork, I don't mean a Y. I mean an actual fork, where this is the tree and this is a branch. That way I can pound straight down the tree, and it's going to travel straight down that leg of the tree and not split out this fork. If I do this and I pound on one side, it's going to split out. So I want this, the tree with a fork. I find 2 of those and I put them in the ground, and then I put a straight pole across them, and that's called our galley pole. And that's where we would hang our pots and things like that over the fire to boil water, cook stews and things like that. You're very rarely going to find 2 forks at the same height on 2 separate pieces of wood. So what I generally do is I'll cut 2 separate forks and I'll just lash them on with an arbor knot at the same height to give me a second level to be able to cook skewered meat and things like that on. And that works out really, really well for me. I've been adding wood to this fire about every half hour as it dies down again, doing the hand test. I put 2 or 3 more pieces on, about 12 inches long and about an inch in diameter, something like that. Put those on. One time I put them on horizontal, the next time I put them on vertical, and I just keep crisscrossing that to build my bed of coals as I go. And on my last burn down now of the last 3 pieces that I put in, and then we're going to test this out and see how she tastes. It's been about, I guess about an hour and a half we've had this on here now. So it's something that you can cook slow while you're working around camp. You don't have to pay a whole lot of attention to it. Just give it a peek every once in a while to see if you need to throw new wood on there or not. And just let her cook. Well, I reckon it's about time to see what we got here. Check this piece of meat first and see how it looks. Oh yeah, look at that. That thing is perfect. Oh yeah, holy cow. All right, look at that. That meat looks just perfectly done on the inside. Yeah. Whew. And that's a good piece of meat. Holy cow. Let's cut another piece off of that and see what we got. Look at that. That's just a great piece of meat. Man. All right, so here's our potato. Sprinkle a little more seasoning on that, dude. That thing is just ready to go. Oh, it's perfect. Perfect. Guys, I appreciate you joining me today for this video. Just cooking up a quick meal on a skewer in front of the hot tarp here. I thought I would show you, kind of talk you through how to set that kitchen up a little bit with the galley pole and then the lower forks on there so that you could put a spit on it, how to create that spit off the landscape and then utilize it to cook a very good meal without having to have other peripheral devices necessarily to cook. So I appreciate your views. I appreciate your support. I appreciate everything you do for our family, for our store, for our business, all our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends. I'll be back with another video as soon as I can, guys. Thanks.